What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode. Today we're playing Cornerstone Church, which is in Lake Jackson, Texas, just outside of Houston, but let's hear our giveaway. Alright guys, for this video's giveaway, we're going to be giving away 2 of the EV7 Penrose putters. All you got to do as always is leave a comment on this video and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Here in about a week or so, we will be giving these away to 2 lucky winners. Good luck. All right, so here we go. Hole 1, par 3, 332. Great starting hole, in my opinion. OB right, OB left. So, right-handed player, obviously, you could go either way. Left-handed player, you can go either way with this one as well. That's why I like a starting hole like this. A little challenging with the distance, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do here. Came up a little short. And just did not get that one as well. So, starting off with a par, but it's all right. Just getting warmed up. So, hole 2, 299. Going over the road here, OB. Got that tennis court in play again. And kind of a little gap right there between that tree and the end of the fence that you got to make. And then it kind of curves just a little bit right, but you could throw something straight at it. And there we are with a birdie. So, hole 3, fence, obviously, OB, parking lot OB. The sidewalk, that's obviously going to be up to you. I was not playing the sidewalk here as out of bounds just because it kind of crosses over. I'm sure you could play it as a river if you wanted to. You can get creative, do what you want to do, but there aren't really any signs, and that's one of the downfalls of this course because it's an absolutely just a gorgeous course. The signage, or the T signs and kind of directing you are a little wonky, but overall, great course. So this one, fence to the left, out of bounds. Tons of cows, got to watch out for that. Some longhorns as well, too. And my disc just barely went out of bounds, so going to end up taking a par there. So I apologize on hole 5. I did not get my tee shot in play, but you can see the end result. And I am so thankful for those little palm trees right there is what I like to call them that caught that disc for me. So hole 6, playing along the river again. This is actually the Brazos River, which is the one that goes through Waco as well. So kind of cool that it connects and comes all the way down, and they utilize it just like they utilize it up there. But I opted to throw a sidearm. Some a little flippy, and I still almost went out of bounds or in the water. Did not want to lose that disc. But this hole was probably the hardest hole, especially if you're playing that sidewalk is out of bounds there. Really narrow fairway. So hole 7, going back towards the parking lot. They make this a pretty unique one, kind of a cool little tunnel here. You have the parking lot to the right, which is out of bounds. So you got to just, and you can, once again, you can call that sidewalk if you want out of bounds there, but it's kind of right in the middle of the fairway. Luckily, I was able to skip off of it and get a decent amount of distance from it and just scaring the chains right there, but was not able to capitalize, so taking another par. Hole 8, par 3, 363. This one just, very mature trees, and they do a great job using them, and you can see the fairway very clearly. The only thing right here, these next couple holes get a little confusing. They do have a few pieces of wood that are in the ground with arrows, so keep an eye out for those. This course does zigzag a little bit right here to where it'll go one way and then the other, and then kind of going back. But, once you get it figured out, just like any other course, it's really simple. So this is probably going to be the tightest gap right here that you have to hit. And I'm not sure if this plays as a double mando or anything, so you can play that, of course, however you like. But that was kind of my mindset going into it. I was able to capitalize and get the birdie there. So hole 10, 412. Going to go uphill a little bit, then downhill, then slightly back uphill. But definitely got to have a little bit of distance on this one if you want to get it. And playing back towards the water, but unless you're throwing 550, 600 feet, I think you'll be okay. Not going into the water on this one. So here we are, tapping in another par. So this, when I was reading one of the reviews, this actually used to be a golf course, and when you cross over the bridge there, you can see the fairways of the golf course. But absolutely just a gorgeous piece of property. They do have gators and snake signs, so watch out for those. We didn't see any that day. But 268 par 3, just a pretty simple hyzer for the right-handed player, or you could go and take the sidearm gap to the left of that tree. And I just went a little too far out with that hyzer. Circle 2 putt here, and just coming up a little short. So it is definitely one that I wanted to get. I felt like it was super simple, but hey, that happened. So here we go, par 3, 266. Have my wife throwing an envy here right down the middle of the fairway. So hey, she did a great shot there. I'm going to be throwing the reactor. And I went a little long, but, you know, not too long, so I will take this putt any day. This is one of those ones where they utilize the trees pretty well. But hole 13, 220. I actually, when we first started playing, I was on hole 12's tee pad and played towards 13's basket, so got a little confusing there once again, like I said. But just if you get the 12, it's to the right. Don't throw to that one that you're looking straight at. So I was just a little off with my sidearm, but was able to make that comeback putt. So here we go, hole 14, par 3. I'm going to try to do the up and over everything. I've been working on this quite a bit, trying to get I believe I was throwing my fireball there, and was able to get up and over that tree. You know, you can throw that skinny gap between the hill and that big branch there and probably have a better chance at a birdie. But I was just testing my distance and came up just a little short, but, you know, got to work on it sometime. So hole 15, 361, you're going to, once again, see kind of them utilizing this tree. And I thought I had such a great drive here, and it flipped up and was looking great. And then I caught a branch and just knocked me down. So from here, throwing sidearm, that was really my only option that I had, and ended up in the mud. Just did not give it enough juice on that one. Oh, taking a bogey on this hole. Hate taking bogeys on pretty wide open holes like that, but hey, that's the name of the game. So 585 par 4. This is going to be the only par 4 that they have. So right here, I'm actually using the ace trace. Let me know what you guys think about this. I may start using this on all of them. Maybe not all of them, but some of the ones that are more wide open. So it does take a little bit of work, but let me know if you guys like that feature, because if you do, I'll definitely add that in a lot more. And I had a pretty good drive there. I believe it was like 465. I was using that Fission Photon, definitely loving that thing. And my upshot just left it a little bit short. That's actually been a weakness in my game when I'm about 150 out, just gauging that distance. I've been working on that a lot. But hole 17, you're going to recognize, you know, once again, using those trees, just kind of shaping the fairway, but pretty easy little hyzer shot here. So taking a birdie on that one. Hole 18, 369. Now it says 369. I feel like it's a little bit shorter in my opinion. Or this was just a great drive. Not 100% sure which one it is. But definitely outdrove this hole quite a bit. And this is just a heartbreaker. Oh, got to get those dialed in. But finishing out with a par. All right, guys, just finished an amazing round here at Cornerstone Church in Lake Jackson, Texas. By far, I think personally, and I was talking to my wife about this too while we were playing today, this is probably the prettiest course that we have played so far in Texas. Not saying that there aren't prettier courses, but this is just the scenic views, the river going with it, just all the different trees that are in here. Absolutely gorgeous course. The course flows pretty well. Just make sure that you have UDisc up. because it could get a little bit confusing to where you're zigzagging and walking back and whatnot. Overall though, great baskets, great course. Check it out, just south of Houston. But guys, as always, thank you so much. Take care.